Hello everybody, it's me back again, and I am now finished 2 days of working from home, and I have written down every single thing over the last kind of 2 days which have caused me problems, and I was going to share them with you and show you how to get through them. And so I think especially during this COVID-19 lockdown, people will either thrive or dive, and I don't want that to happen to any of my subscribers or any of my followers. So I decided to make this video, which was suggested by one of my followers, about tips when you're working from home. Now, you might be saying to yourself, why the hell do I need a video? Like, it's kind of obvious. You stay at home and you work there. It's actually not that obvious, and there are tons of research to suggest that some people go either two extremes. They work too much or they work too little, and they hardly ever match the same level of productivity as they would as if they were in an office under supervision. And that's because of a certain mindset, like the subordinate mindset people have, that they need to be following instructions in order to be productive, but you're not being watched when you work from home, let's be honest about it, and it's kind of up to you how you manage your workload, and if you don't get it done, this will negatively impact your performance. So you have a responsibility to yourself to figure out how to do it as efficiently as possible, and I have a few tips around that. It's not as simple as it seems. Like, I've been working from home now for the last 2 days, and there are so many distractions, and I'm lucky, like, I don't have children here, I don't have massive distraction, but I'm human. So for example, like, I see over there it's a bit messy, or I could disinfect the shower, I could organize my clothes, I could read some more books. Like, I love reading books, and these are all these distractions. I could watch YouTube, I love YouTube, and so many things. And so I think even for myself, I need this, because it does take discipline to focus the mind. And so I'm just gonna get rid. Okay, jibber jabber over. The very first tip is to maintain regular working hours. Now, for my job, we have to clock in and clock out. Some people, and I mean, if you're working in a law firm, you don't have a lot of control over your hours, because it's based on a billable hour. But you know yourself, normally if you start at 8, continue to start at 8, and if you leave at 5, leave at 5, or shut down and put the laptop under your bed, or whatever you have to do. The second one is create a morning routine. Now, this is so much nicer now, because I don't have to run to the dart like a crazy woman, or I don't have to put out all my clothes the night before. I don't have to pack my bag. So for me, it's much nicer. And instead, what I'm doing is lighting the candles around the house. I'm making it really nice and cozy, and put on the coffee, whatever you gotta do to get yourself motivated to get out of that bed. And that's the problem, is getting out of the bed, because it's like, well, I'm working from home, so why don't I just stay in bed? But it's so bad for your mindset, because if you don't sit upright, your brain's not gonna know. If you're in bed, it's not gonna know it's work time. I'm sorry, you cannot work from your bed. I know people will want to, but you can't. You have to go through the motions. Like, you have to get the brain into gear and tell it, okay, now it's work time, the bed is sleep time. You just have to draw the line, and it's discipline. I'm lucky in that I don't live with other people, but again, as I said, I have done before when I've had the group share of the house, and if I had to work from home, or if I had to study for exams, I always just told them, like, I need to do this, and we only had one table, so that was pretty crap. So look, I mean, I bought this table from IKEA for like €38. Like, I think it's pretty good value. It's not expensive to get your own desk. Or, Jesus, talk about sustainability, go to Advert Study or Done Deal and get one for free. Like, there is no excuse. You can get a desk, and that's what I would advise. So Schedule breaks. Oh, I'm very good at this. So I know that I can only concentrate for 45 minutes. I just know it. I've learned it over time. So I do 45 minutes on, 5 minutes off, and then for the big break, then I take an hour for my lunch. And that does me so well. Like if I'm not taking breaks, if I'm not getting up, walking around, getting blood going to my whole body, not just like I just won't be productive. Just simple as that. I have to take breaks. I do it in work. I go for a walk around the block. I go to like O'Connell Street. I go up and down, and actually I have to stop going to O'Connell Street because it's just so depressing with the amount of people on drugs and the like raw humanity of Dublin inner city. It's horrible. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Yeah, I don't recommend having email on your phone. I think it's toxic having your work email on your phone. So I only have it on my laptop, and when I'm on my laptop, I'm looking at my work emails. But that's just me. Don't hesitate to ask for what you need. Yeah, so your employer has a duty under the Safety and Health at Work Acts 2005 to provide you with a comfortable and kind of that you're provided for as part of your work environment. And this means that you're set up. So I mean, I think most like businesses were quite accommodating during this COVID-19, in that I saw the amount of people I saw in town bringing home screens and printers and everything. Maintain a separate work number. See, all of this is about boundaries. Like it's because, so like when you look at this in the abstract, doing work at home is an encroachment not only on your it's not an encroachment on your time, because you're trading your time for money anyway, so that's that aside, but it's an encroachment on your personal space. Your home is where you're supposed to feel rested, and it's a sanctuary away from the busyness of modern life. And when you mix work and play, the brain doesn't deal well with it, but also from a mental health point of view, it's also not good. So if you are able to maintain boundaries and be disciplined in how you treat your work time and your play time, you're going to reap the rewards. If you start blurring them, and like I've seen this myself, you have colleagues who are looking at work emails while they're supposed to be on a night out. They're like half drunk, like, oh, what's this client saying to me? And I'm just like, that's neither doing the client, the business you're working for, or you any good, because you're getting riled up when you're supposed to be relaxed. The client doesn't even know you've read the email, because it's not like WhatsApp. There's no double tick in blue that you've read it, and the business should be closed by law at that hour of the night. So, and anyway, you can't get to it till the morning. You can't respond to the morning. So what's the point in reading it now? And you have to realize it's dopamine. Dopamine is pushing you. It is the hormone that lights up every time you see a notification. You feel like, oh, someone's contacting me, I'm important. You have to get in control of your emotions if you want to do this well and to have longevity. Like that's really the bottom line. You're not going to survive if you're constantly getting that dopamine rush. It's like being a drug addict. You're not going to survive this life if you are addicted to something. Addiction just kills the natural order of things. So yeah, get in control of it. Get out of the house. Just get out of the house. You have to get out of the house. Go into some natural light. It's so important for your mental health as well. Make sure you stay in contact with people. You're going to be doing this anyway, but don't over communicate. When you over communicate, people are going to smell a rat. Try and be positive about the whole thing. It's everybody's in this together. By the way, it's not going to be forever. If you like zoom out of the longevity of your life, this is only 0.001%, so don't worry, it's going to be fine. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like, don't start beating yourself up because you're not being productive. This is not a normal situation for any of us. And just like you did with the morning routine, end your day with a night routine. Try and get off all the screens, try and do some reading, try and do some sport, try and kind of come down from the high of being at work, even though you're physically not leaving the building. Yeah, and just make sure like that you're just like a muscle, that you're exercising the muscle, but then you're backing off. You're exercising the muscle, then you're backing off. That there's work and then there's rest, work and rest, work and rest, keeping the boundaries. And yeah, I think if you follow those steps, you are well on your way to being employee of the month. Just like keep everything in a normal order, not too much of any one thing. If you have any questions, please either follow me on Instagram, LawHeroIRL, info@lawhero.eu, and yeah, just subscribe here. Thank you very much for watching.